What's good, guys? So I'm back with another video for Dark Side Territory Battles. In the last one I showed you how to easily get 4 out of 4 waves in the Geonosian mission, but it used WAT Tambor, and some people were saying, well, if I use WAT there, how do I beat the special mission? And I never use WAT. I never use WAT in the special mission. I've tried it once or twice, found it wasn't as safe as the method that I use, and in this one we're going to be using Magna Guard, and 12.0 is fine. I personally have him Relic now, but in this video at the time, he was 12.0. So I will be showcasing how to knock this mission out. And yes, I can't guarantee it's 100%, but I've only ever lost it once, and I've faced every variation of enemy that you get in this mission. So let's get on with this video, guys. Let's do this. Okay, so I shot this the same day that I did the combat mission where we had to use Poggle lead, and because I use WAT Tambor there, many people wanted to know what I use here, and what I use is Magna Guard. I believe in this video at this stage he was actually 12.5 because I was on my way to taking him to Relic anyway for one of those assault battles that drives me bloody mad, the T-bow one. You know which one I'm talking about. But I had been running this lineup here since he was gear 12.0, so I know it is possible. I've only lost once ever, and ironically that was, I believe he was actually Relic at the time. I'm sure I just misplayed it really badly somewhere while mainly watching TV. But yeah, the gist of it is very much the same as it is when you're doing the WAT mission. Really focus down on the more problematic characters first, the clone sergeant, the clone sharpshooters. If ARC Trooper's there, then obviously he's the most important. And the main essential thing here for me is really having Newt's Zeta. Newt's Zeta is going to take 5% off of the max health of the enemy each time they're debuffed, I believe, and on top of his extortion, which is taking 20 off of the target. Plus, if they've already got extortion, it does that 20% off of them and spreads it onto another character. So it's very, very quick and easy to drain down those really powerful clones, particularly the ones like ARC that you want to get out of there as fast as possible. This wave, I would say, yeah, Mace is probably the biggest problem, but we still have to get rid of Medic. Really, you're probably not going to run into any issues until at least wave 3. 1 and 2 are very, very simple. They give you that false sense of security when you're first doing this and you're low gear, thinking you might actually stand a chance. And then you end up getting smashed in the later waves. That's happened to me in the very, very early days before I had even developed my Newt. I think he was probably gear 11, barely modded, no Zeta at the time, and I was still trying to figure this out. I was always convinced that, you know, multiple other characters. I remember trying Geonosian Brood Alpha in this. I tried WAT Tambor in this, and it wasn't until I was like, well, you know, B1 and Magna work fantastically against those bloody Ewoks, so let me try it here. And yeah, I've been running this for as long as I can remember, ever since I had the first successful run. But I would definitely get that Zeta on Newt Gunray. And then obviously ideal relics, really, Magna Guard and B1. The other two don't matter. I'm pretty sure that both Droidica and B2 are probably 12.0. Maybe they got one extra piece, but they're way down on my list of priorities to actually develop. Here, the clear target is going to be ARC Trooper because he spreads that really annoying buff around, which he's already done to 2 of the clones here. So we get extortion on him. But obviously, if we kill him, we're going to have to make sure that the medic's going to fall very, very quickly afterwards because he's just going to bring him straight back. Using this on a character that's already extorted is going to call everybody to assist, so it's all very, very nice to get a big bulk of health and protection off an enemy. He managed to get his days off. God, he just keeps healing at the last second. That's because you know, there'll be Barris there, no doubt, causing that. Right, he's gone. Now, we really want to get Medic down as fast as possible. He's already got extortion on, so that's going to do a lot of damage. There you go. Newt killed him with that alone, and then it spread onto these clones. At this point, this is clear that you're going into wave 4. There's no way this team is going to beat you. Yeah, they can get a bit of damage done, But use that special of B1 to be healing Magna Guard as much as you possibly can. If you have like, say, like 90% of your protection and full health on him, then look around and see who else, because you really do want to make sure the Newt stays alive too. The other two aren't so important. I've had it where B2 has died quite early, and you still get through very, very easily as long as Magna Guard and Newt Gunray are alive. The other two just don't seem to massively matter. It's nice to have them there to be another target, but I wouldn't say they were essential to your success. Cody's a bit of a pain in this one, but if you just try and take out the rest of his team, it tends to weaken him anyway. I can't remember exactly how I fought here, but normally I take out the sharpshooters. I probably did that here because that would be common sense. Although there are many a time where I seem to be lacking it and just brain fart and do strange things in my runs. Right, we ain't got to worry about his taunt because we do still have B2 alive, which is fortunate. Just get a bit of extortion around. I usually like to put that on Cody. Cody has a habit of just ignoring the fact it's there, and he just keeps doing his specials and spreading it around his clones. So it's quite nice if you can get it on him for that reason. I don't know why the AI does that with him, but I would say a good like 8 out of 10 runs, he just leaves it on. And that means when he doesn't cleanse it, it spreads, and it just makes your life easier. I shouldn't have done that special there with Newt. That was likely where I was speed playing it and not paying attention. That special's only really worth proccing if you have extortion on him, because as I said earlier, you'll get that lovely mass assist and do some really big damage. And definitely leave Pons. He's a pain. He constantly heals and stuff. I tend to leave him second to last. Sometimes, in fact, he will be the last enemy standing. By the time I get down to him and Cody, I'll often just take Cody out. Alright, see what I mean? I make sure I get that over here. We'll see if he bothers to cleanse it. Most of the time he doesn't. Lots of max health damage here. We're getting plenty of debuffs around. Get that little heal there on Magna Guard. At the minute, Magna Guard's got plenty of health, so we may probably look to put one on Newt in a moment. But Newt's obviously got that beautiful buffer where he dies once, he still comes back. Yeah, there you go. Look, I put it on Newt. Figured I would. Alright, now that one can go back on Magna Guard. See if Cody cleanses it, I'm curious. No, he didn't, see? He does that. I don't know why the AI does that with him. So he's now spread it over to that clone trooper. I should really put it on one of those to spread it again. Fortunately, I did after nearly misplaying. Probably take out that captain, I think it is, or Cody at this point. Cody's lost a lot of his backup here, so he's no longer as scary. Right now we can do that bad boy because he's got extortion on. He's gone. It's just down to Cody and Pons. Normally at this stage I will focus on Cody, but here for some reason I've just gone for him. But it doesn't really matter. When you're 5 versus 2, you're gonna win. I've done this against like every single variation of enemy that you get, so it does work regardless. It's really just making sure you're paying attention to who needs that protection, heal and stuff from B1 the most out of Newt and Magna Guard, because if Newt goes down, you're gonna have a much harder time. Right, I'm gonna show you guys the mods, but there you go, nice easy successful run. Now my mods are not fantastic, they're probably not even optimal to be honest, they're not a key team. Really Grievous was mainly used by me and the Grievous nuke. Here you go, look, 12.0, everything's 5 dot, they're probably nothing special. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even got around to, look at 6 speed secondary, these are pretty garbage actually. This is a little sad to look at, I might have to give Newt a little bit of effort soon. There's his total stats, nothing special whatsoever. Most people should be able to achieve this without, wearing out their resources. I'm a free-to-play player, so if I can do this, you can do this. Here's my mad guy, yeah, he is 12.5. I just smother him in protection because B1's going to stick that all back on him. Doesn't need to be massively quick, as you can see, these are pretty generic mods. No Zeta on him. Lovely amount of protection there. You see, it's only 59 speed, because speed's not important on him, quite frankly. When you've got B1 there, healing him all the time, you're going to be fine. You'd be better off with a fast B1 more than you would a fast Magna Guard. Oh, he's 12.3. There you go. Nothing special on these either. Crit avoidance on the arrow. protection. There's likely just whatever was available, to be honest. B2's never been a character that I've vastly invested in. And I should, because he's a good character. Yeah, nothing special there. Only 72 speed. 125 potency. His offense is nothing great. Kind of average on survivability. Who else was in the team? Droidica, 12.0. He's been that ever since I unlocked gas, which is why it took me about 4 hours. Nothing great. I have him nice and slow, because that way you get a bigger gap between the enemy speed and his. So yeah, he does a bit more damage. There you go, plus 11 on his speed. Nice bit of protection, just in case I need to heal him with B1. It's not essential, but if Newt and Magna are nice and healthy, then you may as well. His big super shot can be pretty handy. All right, here's my B1. Ideally, the faster he is in this, the better you are, because you're gonna be able to heal more often. These don't look particularly impressive in regards to speed. I've gone for the usual offense and potency set on him. You could easily switch to a potency and speed set for this if you wanted to. I know some people do for that T-bow assault battle I mentioned earlier. 91 speed, so not awful, not fantastic. Offense is up there, much lower than a lot of people's. Haven't had time to take him to Relic 7, unfortunately. I'd love to. So yeah, hopefully it helps you out, guys. Till next time, we out of here.